Hey guys, Coach Anthony Randolph here. Excited for another video today. Today we're going to talk about, this was a question I received, and it was basically the question, it was from Sean. Thank you, Sean, for reaching out and asking this question. He says, sometimes I'm struggling to translate those principles in my mind to the training sessions and then from the training sessions into the game. So today we're going to talk about what it looks like for you to be able to train your principles. So maybe you're a player, maybe you're a coach, and you're asking, how do I get what I see in my mind, what I see on TV, what I believe personally, my principles into a game situation? We're going to talk about that today. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's break it down. So we're watching Real Madrid's training session today, 7v3, and we're going to break down this exercise, the way that you could use it, but also how you can see your principles and also Carlo Ancelotti's principles in action in this moment. Let's go. Okay, we're going to watch a little bit of it first so you can kind of get the feeling of what it is. Then we'll go back and we'll break it down. 7v3, players trying to win the ball. As soon as they win the ball, the goal is to score. You comment down below if you used this exercise before or you've trained in this exercise before. It's pretty common, especially for pretty common. So tell me if you've used it before or you've been in this exercise before as a player. Tell me what you think. Shout out to everybody that's taking the time to comment. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Sean for this question. Coach Sean. Okay. Pretty much it's 1 to 2 touch. I think it's one touch for them on the outside. In the middle, in the orange pennies, as soon as you win, orange bibs, as soon as you win the ball, your goal is to score within, I think, 1 to 2 passes. It's pretty simple exercise. And we're gonna break this down. I want you to kind of understand how you can execute and add your principles into it to make it more successful for you and also help your players or you as a player to understand what you need to do in this exercise. Watching it, now, let's ask the question of what do we believe, you as a coach or as a player, what do you believe what do you believe is important in this exercise? So if you went and you watched this exercise or you saw your team performing in this exercise, what is vital that you need to see? Like if you had to name 3 things, I would love to see this, this, and this. Okay? My first question, is it more about the pressing or is it more about the possession? Okay? Because each session may have different things. Let's just say we're talking about the possession for right now. Okay, Luka Modric right here. He is the guy on the ball right now. He could be your number 6. He could be your number 10. This could be your striker. This could be your uh, center back. This could be your striker here. This could be your center mid. So it's game realistic. Okay, so we look striker. Let's say striker, center back, center mid, or number 6, number 8, number 10, however you want to organize it. So we got that in our head. So now we are understanding what do we want from those 3 positions if the ball is played from our center back into our midfield? What do we want? Do we want to go quickly vertical? Do we even want to play through our center mid? Do we want to skip our center mid and play straight into our striker? What do we believe in? Or do we want to try to play through our midfielder and go to our striker? These are all questions that you need to ask. Because then, if you can answer these questions, then you can help create a clearer concept for what you believe in. Okay, so let's watch here. Bang. Now, this could be striker. This could be, let's say, center back, number 6, striker, and let's say that here's a fullback or winger over here. Ball goes into our winger. What's our immediate response once the ball is played into our wing? Are we asking our 6 to go check over there or stay more in between the 2 center backs? Like in between the 2 center backs? Or are we asking our fullback to play straight into our striker? These are questions that if you ask yourself, what do I really, really want? Then you can answer the question, okay, this is how my training should be organized. See, took 2 touches. Now, these are moments in the training sessions where you can ask and communicate your beliefs and principles to your team. So that moment is a teaching moment. The ball's out of bounds, you can use a teaching moment. Hey, when the ball comes to you as a striker, immediately I want the 10 to be coming underneath you so you can lay off to the 10. Or when I, as a, let's say you play a we used to play a 4-2-3-1. So in that moment, if I'm coaching that moment, why did we lose the ball? Well, I took 2 touches. Okay, what specifically? And this is a coach where you have to know what you want. What specifically did not happen? Okay, well, coach, you'd always tell me once the ball comes inside, I should be looking to play outside. Exactly, because that's where the space is going to be now. The ball got played centrally. They're closing the middle, as you can see right here. It's compact with 3 players around him. Now, what space is open? Well, the outside. Yeah. So we play inside to go outside. We play outside to go inside. So we play the ball inside to a center mid to draw the pressure in, who may release it to a fullback who draws the pressure out, who draws the defenders outside. So you're always thinking, how can we move the opponents by playing through them, around them, or over them? Okay, let's go on to the next moment. Okay, so this just reiterated what we just talked about a second ago. We play inside to go outside, outside to go inside. Okay, the ball got played inside. Look, we've drawn the orange team close to the ball, which is what we want. Why do we want to do that? Because the way Real Madrid plays and the way Carlo Ancelotti is playing right now with his fast strikers is they want to draw the opponent close to their back line because then that creates space in behind. Okay? Draw the opponent close to the back line because that creates space in behind. Because they have Vinicius Jr., they have Mbappe, they have Rodrigo, who are all fast. And so they're trying to create artificially transition moments. That's the way they play. The midfield is used to draw the pressure, to trigger the opponent to press, like we see right here in right here. We see the orange team pressing the ball. Okay. Now we see Jude Bellingham right here, wide open. Because what Real Madrid does, even in this moment in this training, they are artificially creating transition moments. Let's watch it. The ball gets played inside. Now, since the ball has gone inside, we can go outside. That's where the space is. Inside to go outside, outside to go inside. Now the ball went outside. The ball comes inside because there's space now. Now we've created an artificial transition moment. In this moment right here, let's say in the game, it could go from our goalkeeper to fullback, fullback to center mid, maybe a short or a longer ball in behind into Mbappe or Vinicius, and now we have a transition moment. They're running back towards their goal. We're going towards their goal, and we have runners getting in the box. They're creating this in training. Okay, there goes Bellingham. Ball gets played in. Let's watch what happens. Okay, the inside's closed, right? You see it right here. There's 3 players around Luka Modric, even though for him that's not really close enough. He's that good. Okay, so the ball gets played outside. Gets played back in, out, in, and forward. Ball goes wide. When the ball goes wide, what does that trigger for the opponent? They have to shift. They have to go to close that space, right? Okay. So in the moment when you're teaching a lot of times we'll see, maybe in the youth soccer game specifically, or even the semi-pro or some professional games, lower level ones, you will see their center mid right here go and follow this ball. Watch how Luka Modric, and this is how you can coach your midfielders to tell them specifically what they want, what you want. The ball gets played. Luka Modric doesn't chase the ball. A lot of central midfield players follow the ball and they end up closing their own space. So picture if a Luka Modric had gone a little bit closer. Let's say he goes to about right here. Yeah. Now this space is going to be even tighter because this guy is going to trigger this guy to step, this defender right here in orange, to step even closer. So as a center mid, this is a moment where I'm coaching in the game. Let's say his name is, I'll just call him Lucas, and this Luka. Luka, stay in the pocket. I say in the pocket. The pocket is a space between, okay? In the game, this could be their striker This could be their other striker. This could be one of their midfielders. The space in between. Okay? Or we could call it kind of a modified, if you've been watching the other videos, like a modified red zone. The original red zone, what I say, is between their back line and their midfield line. That's what we call the red zone. But we'll get into it more. He's in the pocket right here. In these moments, I'm celebrating this pass right here if I'm coaching this moment. Well done, Luka, well done. Because he's not chasing the ball. What he's doing is, we call it pinning. The close, let's say Luka goes close to the ball, like in this area right here. Who does he bring with him? Yeah, you're right. The defenders, of course. He brings the defenders with him. And you want to think is, if I sit in this pocket right here, center back, center mid, okay, fullback, striker up here up top. How are we going to break this press? Because what do we want to do? You can tell Real Madrid's principles, draw the press forward to attack the space in behind because we have speed and we want to create artificial transitions. What do you actually want when you're in possession? Do you want the team to come forward and you play over them? Do you want the opposition to come and try to steal the ball quickly so you can play behind them? Or do you want to play through them so that you can arrive at their box and try to break them down from there? What do you want? The clearer you are with what you believe and what you know, and then you're able to take what you believe and break it down to phrases. We play inside to go outside. Find the pocket. Yeah. Go into the space to get out of it. Yeah. Go into the space to get out of the space so you open up something for somebody else. That come because you actually know what you want so that you're able to tell the players, I want this specifically, and they can cognitively know, okay, coach wants me to X, Y, and Z. Here's how I do it. And then it gives them creativity in their mind because they don't have to think about anymore what you want. They know it. And creativity comes when you know when you have structure. Structure allows creativity. Structure actually allows you to play on instinct because you know what's going to happen. You know the ball's going to go to your center back. Your center back's going to try to find you. If he can't find you, clear out the space so you can find a fullback. Once the fullback gets the ball, we played outside. We played inside to go outside. Now we have to come back inside. So I love this stuff, guys. Tell me what you think. If you have any questions, I'd definitely love to hear it or talk or any thoughts. I love talking the game and growing and getting better at it myself. So yeah, comment down below where you're watching from and if there's any other videos you would like to see. And thanks to Sean for this good question. Appreciate you. Have a good day.